Here we nearly go. Hopefully. Maybe. How's it going, everybody? Hello there, hello there, hello there, hello. It's the Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little video for you. Latest Manchester United transfer news for you. Haven't done one for a couple of days. Thought I'd better get on here and give you the sort of latest roundup of what's going on, my friends. Let me know if you can see me and I'm coming through loud and clear, guys. How you doing there? Solskjaer 1999, Travis, well, hello there, G-Wolf, the Vutinator, ADV, Shazad, Jonathan Gallagher, Kayam, everyone, thank you very much for getting in here. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. Hit the thumbs up button at the start of the stream and get your thoughts and opinions in throughout. Got a bunch to get into here, my friends, right here. So get your thoughts and opinions in about it as we go along, anything we're discussing. Hey there, Sleaze Gaming, what's going on? Scoojo1 as well, great to see you guys. Aaron Homeyard, hello there. Jordan Brennan, what's happening? Guys, so we got a bit to get into. Obviously, yesterday there was a little bit more news and movement, and there's been a little bit more confirmation and things going on today. So we'll talk about it. The main story, of course, is in regards to Mr. Jadon Sancho, I believe is how it's pronounced. But Jadon Sancho is hopefully going to be a Manchester United player very, very soon. Probably just after the Euros. But let's just take a look at the facts, my friends, and see what's been said and what's going on. But as we can see here, let me just make this a bit smaller so I can see the chat at the same time. So, Mr. Fabrizio Romano came out earlier on today and just simply said there was some news obviously yesterday, but he basically confirmed it today and said that Manchester United officially told Borussia Dortmund that they are prepared to pay 85 million euros for Sancho. Add-ons included as part of the negotiation to reach an agreement soon. Borussia Dortmund still asking for 95 million euros guaranteed. Clubs in talks about add-ons structure. Jadon made it clear he wants Man United. So there you go, guys. That's the latest update. New official bid, obviously. Well, so supposedly official, as Romano has said. And yesterday there were reports that United was still negotiating, of course, for Jadon Sancho. He said, no panic, all parties involved are still confident and optimistic to reach an agreement in the next days. Borussia Dortmund want 95 million euros. Man United are working on add-ons, guaranteed payment and official bid structure. This was said yesterday by Fabrizio. So there's the latest update just in regards to some of the latest goings on from reasonably reputable sources for Jadon Sancho, my friend. 85 million euro bid. Come on, United, let's go and get our man now. It's just a matter of time, really, before this player is a Manchester United player. It's not going to be before the Euros finishes, I don't think. Maybe United, I guess, could announce something, like they've agreed a deal in principle, I suppose, during the Euros, just to give the fan base a little boost. But more than likely, this is going to be concluded after the European Championships, my friends. So there's lots of comments coming in here. Sorry, I'm missing some. We'll try and dip in and out as we're going through the latest news. I reckon they'd accept 90 million plus some add-ons, says ZX Flames. Yes, this is the thing. So, fact is, they are holding out pretty stringently, mate. They're being absolutely bloody stubborn, aren't they, Borussia Dortmund, man? I mean, come on, Borussia. You gotta have a cheeky little bend somewhere, mate. You know, they're so stuck on their price, it seems. But I guess they're just playing hard negotiations. They've got a coveted player, which Manchester United want. They know that. And obviously we have a valuation for him. We're getting closer to their valuation. We've gone in low to begin with at the start of the window. The negotiation process has undertaken, and the rest is hopefully going to be agreed somewhere in the middle ground. So yes, we've gone to 85 million euros now, guys. So the previous offer was somewhere in the region of, I think it was 75 million euros. The last offer, which was understood to be rejected by Dortmund, which was a 67 million euro offer up front plus 8 million euros down the line. That was what was reported anyway. This is an improved offer, 85 million euros with some add-ons. So essentially the two clubs are 10 million euros apart, which doesn't sound like that much of a difference in terms of these negotiations, really, and how long they've been going on. It seems like maybe we might just have to up it just a tad, just to meet them in the middle there now. Just a few million extra to take it to, you know, closer to 90 million euros. They want 95. We've gone to 85. We're prepared to pay that. I mean, in terms of add-ons, maybe just add a few little things on, bonuses down the line when he gets this amount of goals or this many appearances or whatnot. So, yeah, definitely. It's just, we were talking about the other day, but when Jadon Sancho actually does sign for Manchester United, it's just going to be like, uh, yeah, no, finally, you know what I mean? Like, okay, no, on to the next one. You know what I mean? This should have happened bloody years ago. That's what the feeling's going to be for me. Like, yes, I will be like, yes, we've got Sancho, but at the same time, it's like, bloody hell, how long has this been coming? How long has this been coming? It's like you've got an asteroid heading towards Earth, or a big comet or something, a meteorite that's going to destroy the whole of mankind. And then you see it coming, but then it just slows down at the last minute. It just takes fucking forever. And then you're just waiting for like 20 years for this bloody rock, which you can see just slowly coming towards you, man. You're just like, for fuck's sake, just kill me already. Okay, the impending doom is too much. That's kind of what it's been like with the Sancho saga for me. We have not got the deal done in a speedy fashion, and it has been very stressful, my friends. And it has made us look like a right bunch of mugs. And, yeah, I just can't wait for us to get him signed up so we can move on to the next position of the side, because I've said it before and I'll say it again, we need a centre-back, guys. And the problem with the Sancho signing is, yeah, it's a good signing for the attacking positions, should be a good signing for the next decade for United to provide goals and assists from that wide right position. And it does give us a bit of depth up there too, allowing Mason to, you know, maybe play second fiddle to Cavani at centre-forward there. But it doesn't help us much of the defensive stakes. We still have a meatball at the back in Victor Dwindloff, and Eric Bailly's got paper knees. Slabby Maguire is a smeg fridge. Phil Jones, don't even know what he is. What is Phil Jones, my friends? A Teletubby? What's his purpose at Manchester United, my friend? Being Dipsy? Don't get it. Which one's the one with the handbag? Tinky Winky, that's Phil Jones. Phil Jones is Tinky Winky. Anyway, I'm just saying, Phil Jones, you know, they're no good, guys. So yeah, it doesn't really help us too much if we finish the window with Sancho and don't address that centre-back position. So let's get that wrapped up next, you know what I mean? Hey there, Jarvis Cocker. How's it going? He says, have we ever signed a successful player from Dortmund? Don't think so. Mickey Mouse League. Don't know. Shinji Kagawa, Henrik Mkhitaryan. Yeah, I'm struggling to think, but there have been some decent players that have come over from the Bundesliga and done bits, obviously, in the English league. Hey there, Dizzy Red Devil, how you going? Eddie O2, he says, No Bones Jones, the greatest paid trainee. He may be the greatest, most famous gurning champion in the world, mightn't he? Jordan Brennan says, as a Chelsea fan, congratulations on the signing of Jadon Sancho. Great player. Well, hold your horses just there, Jordan. Thank you very much, but hold your horses. There's still time for United to fuck this one up, my friends. This is Eddie Woody Woodward, the human spud we're talking about here. You think King Edward can mastermind this and get this right? I mean, it's looking good. They're only a small amount apart now, but this is United and Woody and Co. we're talking about. Matty Judgemeister. They've not got a great track record, so let's not get too carried away, because we do still have to actually get him signed official on the dotted line and stood there next to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer holding the shirt at Old Trafford, my friends. So until that happens, he's not a Manchester United player just yet. But yeah, it's looking good, guys, looking good. Manchester United going in there with higher offers, not so much of a low ball fest like it was last summer, where we were just trying to finance everything. Here's 60 million up front, and yeah, we'll give you this over the next bloody 15 years. It seems like there are going to be some add-ons in this deal, but the majority of the transfer fee will be paid up front, so it's a much more favourable proposition for Dortmund to accept. So get in there. Hopefully, this is great signs, my friend. Great signs on regards to Jadon Sancho. So hopefully he's going to be a Manchester United player soon. I'll just give the latest sources and some of the murmurs around European football in regards to this before we move on to the next topic, my friends. Do us a favour if you're joining us here. Get involved in the live chat. Love to hear from you. Get involved in the community. Have a chat amongst yourselves as well while I'm rattling on. But do us a massive favour and support the show by hitting that thumbs up on the video. It's free. And also give it a cheeky little share on social media if that is your inclination, my friends. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, and subscribe if you're new too. Yeah. We're on here most days. So, yeah, Christian Falk came out and says, new offer from Manchester United for Sancho to Dortmund. The clubs are close to an agreement. So it does seem like once it's going to happen, guys, it's in terms of the agreement, it should happen pretty steadily there. As soon as the two clubs have made that agreement with the transfer fee, Sancho's already agreed personal terms. And if reports are to be believed, my friends, I wanted to talk about this. So I've got a little bit more information here about it. So it's just in regards to Jadon Sancho's potential contract. Now, it's understood, I believe this is from Fabrizio Romano, claims that United, have offered a new 85 million euros offer for Sancho, which is around about 77.5 million pounds, by the way, not far away from their asking price. And all parties are confident that a new deal is going to happen. But Romano says that Sancho has agreed terms over a 5-year contract worth around £350,000 a week. So all that remains is a fee to be agreed between Manchester United and Dortmund, basically, because the personal terms are agreed. But hang on a second. £350,000 a week for a 20-year-old lad who's not done it in the Prem yet. He's just been over there in the Bundes, which, as we've discussed in some people's opinion, is somewhat of a Mickey Mouse league. So it's not a Mickey Mouse league, at the top. But the rest of it ain't too hot, my friends. So when you're one of the top teams playing up against some of the lesser teams, maybe your stats are overinflated a little bit, and it does make you look better than you actually are, which is pretty bang average. Shinji Kagawa, Henrik Mkhitaryan. Let's talk about these guys. So, yeah, 350k a week. Guys, how much do you think Jadon Sancho is worth at this moment in time, with this climate, with how we need him, and just his stature in football and his potential for the future? How much do you think Jadon Sancho should be paid per week? Please have a little figure in there. Get a little figure in the live chat, everybody. I'd love to hear it. So 350k to me seems to be the price that you should be paying to a player in their prime, one of the top talents in world football. Paul Pogba's on that sort of money. David De Gea's on that sort of money. There's a couple at Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes ain't on anywhere near that sort of money, is he? Bruno Fernandes, I believe, is on, £160,000 a week from what I last heard, which is a ridiculously low amount for somebody who's been so influential for Manchester United this season gone, my friends. So 350k a week, that sounds like a ridiculous fee to pay for somebody that age, to be fair. I think it's a classic case of United giving players too much too soon, giving young players too much too soon. You know what? It's like, guess what, Jadon? You've got this contract at United. You've made it, son. We're going to be paying you. We're going to be paying you like the best player in the world, mate. But you know what? He actually isn't the best player in the world yet. Whoa, that was loud. Super chat. Thank you, Ollie, and I'll read that in just a second. Yes, he actually isn't the best player in the world right now, though, and so it's a bit of a punt to smack that amount of money on him, £350,000 a week. Now, he may well be one of the best players in the world in a few years' time, but he's got to prove it in the Prem first. So to me, if that figure is indeed true that's being reported, I think it is a ridiculously high amount to pay. I think it also kind of makes a mockery of our our wage structure at the club, because players like Bruno Fernandes are on such a low amount of money, and we just seem to pay players too much too soon. Look, I understand we want to get Jadon Sancho. He is coveted, but is he really? Because it doesn't seem like Chelsea or Liverpool or any of these clubs, City or any of these clubs that are actually supposed to be interested in him, are having any sort of negotiations with Dortmund whatsoever. So in terms of the amount of money that we pay him, obviously he's on nowhere near that amount of money at Borussia Dortmund right now. So where does this 350k a week come from? I just think it has the possibility to ruin a few things at the football club in terms of the wage structure and affect some of the other personalities in the squad who are not receiving that sort of money when some whippersnapper comes in and may have a certain in period, which may not happen straight away. He may not be able to produce that form that he's shown for Dortmund over the last few seasons immediately for United, and he's getting 350k a week, and you've got Bruno, 26-year-old Portuguese Magnifico, leading his country and basically leading the team on less money. Doesn't seem right to me. Doesn't seem right to me, guys. I'm just going to put that out there. So if that is a legit, it's euros. Okay, fair enough. Well, even if it's euros, this report here says pounds. This report here says pounds. But even if it is euros, then that is still the better part of 300,000, maybe 270k a week. That's too much as well, guys, for somebody like Jadon Sancho in his position. But this report that I'm reading in front of me says £350,000. So either way, that is the report here in terms of the amount of money he's supposed to be getting for his contract. Get your thoughts and opinions in about this. I'd love to hear from you. We have a super chat here from Ollie in, and I'd like to welcome everybody else in the live stream tonight. Michael, Willie Wallbridge, Callum McFarlane, Lisa Kennedy Byrne, how you doing there? Burber, you absolute hero. Travis, ZX Flames, guys. Bob, thank you very much for getting in here. Right, Ollie in with a 50 knock super chat. Thank you, good sir. He says, things can only get sorted with the new bid, sizzling bacon. Also, I spent roughly £2,000 or more on more brewing equipment today. Good times, holy shit, mate. This is awesome. Are you setting up like a proper microbrewery, Ollie in, my friend? You need to get your own proper brew on the go, my friend, and bottle it and send some piggies way. You know what I mean? Ollie Ian, thank you very much for that super chat there, mate. I hope things are going well. Sounds like they are, my friend. That's bloody awesome, mate. Get in there. Berber says 150,000 a week, £100,000 a week, says Mad Adam or Mikey. Stephen says, I couldn't care less how much he's on a week, to be honest. But I know what you're saying, like, it's not our money and just get the man in and pay him. But you do have to worry about these things because it can have a knock-on effect in the squad harmony, you see. Now, last few years, I've seen a player like, say, and Herrera leave Manchester United because he's looking around the dressing room going, Alexis Sanchez, this melts on 500k a week, this melts on 300k a week, Phil Jones is gurning for 120k a week, and they don't want to pay me 220k a week, which PSG will or whatever it is. You know what? I'm a better player than these twats for the club, so I'm going to do one. That's kind of, in my opinion, what happened there, because we priced ourselves out of the market. How can you justify not paying Ander Herrera 250k a week when you've got players like Pogba, players like Sanchez at the time, you know, these guys who were around the club who were just not justifying or playing as well as Ander Herrera for the club. So in my opinion, it can have that effect of making a bit of a mockery of some of your current wages, and unless you plan on increasing the wages of players like Bruno Fernandes, then, which I'm sure we should be doing really, because he's such a big player for us, but ultimately, you know, it can cause some issues. So it is worth mentioning. 130k a week, says Shazad. Kayam would pay 200. I think 200 maybe is the limit, actually, Kayam. I think that's what I'd pay him to. Now, I know that is more than what Bruno's reportedly on, but he is coming in, and we got Bruno cheap, and we'll probably get a bigger contract, you know. But Sancho he has got the potential to be a world star. He's not far away already. Look at his statistics in the Bundes over the last few seasons. Now, it is the Bundesliga. It's not as competitive or as impressive to be doing it, say, as in the Premier League or even La Liga. So, in my opinion, yes, maybe his stats are a little bit padded, but he's still clearly a quality talent whenever we've seen him for England. Well, actually, recently he's not been playing for England. Actually, the last time we saw him play for England is pretty bang average. But recently for England, when we've seen him play, he's been good. For Dortmund, he's been fantastic. So there's definitely potential with this guy there. Not only potential, but ability right now to do the business for United on that right-hand side. It gives us great quality up there. Nice one. 350k is a lot. Oh, yes, absolutely. 300k, Zed explain. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? 20 XS TV, how's it going? TK, hello TK. He says, I have a feeling Martial's going to make an extraordinary comeback. Do we even need Sancho? Where's he going to make an extraordinary comeback? In the wide areas, you think, then? If he is played out wide, I think he could make a comeback. But as a 9, I think he's kind of wasted there because it's just not his natural position, and he just struggles in that position, my friends. Yeah, 299 in pounds. So 300k a week in pounds, 350 a week in euros. That is a significant amount of cash, my friends. That is way too much money. Way too much money. 200k tops, preferably 180 a week. I mean, how much is he on at Dortmund? It's way less than that, guys. Way less than that. Hey there, Pert Plus. How you doing? Hey there, Football Brown. He says, and how is my favourite piece of pork? Hey, I'm not too bad. Sizzling away over here gently, my friend. I hope you're doing well as well. Griffo Chaz, great to see you in here as well, buddy. Okay, then. Hi there, Ishanko. How you doing there, dude? So then, bunch of business to get into, guys. Do us a favour if you just join us as well. And twat Zinedine Zidane, twat that like button, my friends. That's right. Give it the old Roy Keane stomp it on Gareth Southgate, mate, for the boys. And then... So we've got some comments here from Jan Arne Fjortoft, who says today he just tweeted about lunchtime, just with another bit of cryptic clue here saying getting closer, OGS plus JS. I guess it's not that much of a cryptic clue, is it? You don't have to be fucking Columbo to work out that one, mate. He ain't exactly the Zodiac killer, this guy, is he, with his fucking ciphers, mate? Anyway, getting closer, OGS plus JS. Nice one, Fjordtoft. Thanks for the insight. Oh, mate, I just can't wait for this to be over and done with, guys. It'll be so good when he's here. He also said yesterday, he just said, the longest transfer saga seems to come to an end. Second offer so close to the valuation of Dortmund that it will happen. That's what Fjordtoft said yesterday. Nice one, Jan. Appreciate your bollocks there, mate. Jadon Sancho, this is all over Germany, guys. Reports in Germany, all over Germany. Deal about to close. deal about to close. Manchester United signing can now happen very quickly. Very quickly, guys. These are the reports that are coming out of Germany, my friends, from some of the sources we have. So we'll see how it goes. I hope it happens sooner rather than later. My opinion is it'll probably be just after the Euros finishes or whenever England are knocked out of the Euros. But yes, guys, get in there. So it's looking likely, my friends. Come on, smash a 69 in the live chat if you're absolutely buzzing for the potential of Jadon coming in soon, my friends. Get in. Right, let me get your live chat out for a second before we move on to the next topic. Bergerac says, Casclay. Primo, I just had a quick power nap before my actual nap. That's the way to do it, mate. Slob it in the morning, followed by slob it in the afternoon, and then a little bit of a nap before your main evening slob. I like it. Hey, the Football Crew Show. He comments and says, I doubt Sancho will join us. It's been going on for the last 2 years. Wow, okay then. Okay. So there's still people out there that do think that Sancho may not sign for Manchester United. I'm kind of one of those people, but look, it's all coming along nicely now. We have reports of official bids of 85 million euros, not far away from, reports of what Dortmund's valuation for the player was at 95 million euros. The two parties have been, like you say, negotiating for the better part of 2 years now. Why would this be going on if both parties didn't want to play ball? Dortmund are going to have to cash in sooner or later. In 2 summers' time, Jadon Sancho's contract is up, which means that realistically, in 6 months' time, his valuation is going to start diminishing quite rapidly to the point that in 18 months' time from now, he could agree pre-contract terms with somebody for free. They know that. They don't want to have a diminishing asset. Either they're going to have to pay big money to keep him at the football club and convince him to stay with a big, fresh new contract, or they're going to have to cash in my opinion, this summer, or at the very latest January, but certainly this summer if they want to get the most money for him. He's still got 2 years left on his contract. And they can reinvest that. Get some good players in. They're a very, very good side when it comes to recruitment. Think about the players they've recruited over the years. The Jude Bellinghams, he's another player that I'd like to see come to Manchester United. He's only 17, that guy. So they're essentially just like a feeder club for Manchester United at this point, but they get bloody good money, don't they? They're going to get bloody good money out of Jadon Sancho anyway. Whether it will be 85 million euros or 95 million euros, what Dortmund want, or somewhere in the middle, probably be somewhere in the middle, around about 90 million euros it's going to take to bring Jadon Sancho to Manchester, my friends. Come on then, let's be having you. It can't be that long away, I'm thinking. But the point is, it's not done yet, and we will find out hopefully soon that it has been announced as official, and Manchester United may announce something that, yes, we have agreed term or agreed transfer terms with Borussia Dortmund for the sale of Jadon Sancho, and we'll get it wrapped up after the Euros. It's possible. So there's definitely a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes right now in regards to Jadon and Manchester United and Dortmund. And as and when we find out more on the channel, we'll definitely be bringing you all the good stuff, my friends. Star-Lord, your legend, says, I can't see Cavani giving up the 7, or maybe Cavani took the 7 shirt to break the curse of the 7 shirt for Sancho. I wonder if Cavani would be an absolute don and just go, you know what, I'm just going to relinquish the 7 for you, Jadon. I wonder if he would do that, mate. I wonder if it means that much to him. Essentially, it's the changing of the guard at Manchester United for the long-term number 7. Or he just continues with the number 7 this season, and then as soon as he leaves Cavani, because he's not going to be here that much longer, then Jadon takes the number 7. That's also very, 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 very possible. Okay, I'm going to ask you another question, guys. I'm going to ask you another question. Who do you want to be Manchester United's number 7? Jadon Sancho signs for Manchester United. It's announced in a week's time, let's say. Who do you want to be Manchester United's number 7 starting the new season? Cavani, who in my opinion has justified wearing that number 7, broke the curse, as we've said here, lived up to the hype and really made it his own and been fantastic for United this last season, just gone, but may not be playing all of the games. Or Jadon Sancho, who's just coming in, old freshie coming in here, fresh lad, freshman coming in here, mate. Nobody, do we give it to him? Give it Sancho to end of the season. Give it Cavani to end of the season. He got the job on a technicality. He got the number 7 shirt on a technicality of a legend who recommended you. You are nothing. You are a fool, and you are a waste of time. Give it Sancho to end of the season. Anyway, Sancho says Bob. Rashford says Muppet Crazy. You what? Cavani says Solskjaer. Cavani says Bubby. Cavani thinks number 9. Well, you just solved it, haven't you there, Berber, really? Give Sancho the 7. Give Cavani the 9. Give Martial the number 69, dude. It's a no-brainer. You've just worked it out there, actually, Berber. Martial's going to take a little bit of a slap there, emotionally. Like, sorry you've had your number 9 taken away from you, Tony. Sorry about that, bro. Or he might actually go this summer. that's another thing we haven't discussed. There's still plenty of this transfer window left. You would think if there were clubs really interested in Tony Martial right now, like there was a report a week or so ago that he'd been offered to Real, you'd think there'd be a little bit more movement, a little bit more business going on, a little bit more rumours. But it hasn't been too much. Plus, remember, he's not in the European squad for the France, so he hasn't got that excuse. Somebody could do the business with Tony Martial a lot sooner, so he may well be staying at Manchester United beyond the season. Adam Talk Sports says Cavani. Scujo says Cavani. I'd do what Berber says, actually. Cavani would be happy with that, I'm sure. I'd just sack off Tony Martial. Sorry, Tony. If you are still a United player come the new season, then yeah, you're going to get the number 36, mate, or whatever. And I would give the number 9 to Cavani, and I would give the number 7 to Sancho. I'm sure Cavani would be absolutely happy with that, my friends. So yeah, I'll get in there, my son. Thank you very much. Who's somebody who's just subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, guys, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. We're on here most days giving you the latest Man United transfer news. No bullshit, no clickbait, no pumping out multiple videos about the same old guff every single day. Just news and just the latest coverage of the stuff that's going on as and when it's realistically, newsworthy. So thank you very much for subscribing there, whoever it was anyway, I can't see, but thank you very much. Ibra took the 9 away from him once before, says Star-Lord. Sancho 14, says Primot. That's a bit random, isn't it, mate? Give him the old 14. Cantona 7, says Michael Woolley Wallbridge. Come on, my son. Right, let's get into the rest of the news then, my friends. So Jadon Sancho, close to being a Manchester United player, it looks like, guys. It is edging closer. Reports all over the place that United €85 million offer is being strongly considered currently by Dortmund, and potentially they will renegotiate and hopefully meet somewhere in the middle with Manchester United. £350,000 a week, euros, I think it is, €350,000 a week contract offered to Jadon Sancho, supposedly by Manchester United. These are the reports as well. So it's looking like this is moving, but that sounds crazy to me, but it's looking like it's moving, guys. It's just huge money in this deal. Absolutely huge money in this deal. Okay, so we're going to get on to the next topic now then, my friends, which is Paul Pogba, guys. Paul Pogba. I'm going to have a chat about Paul Pogba tonight, guys, because on Sky Sports main page here, Manchester United are in ongoing talks with Paul Pogba's representatives over a new contract, which seems to have been the case for a little while now. Pogba's current deal is up next summer, and while United want to keep him at the club, they risk losing him free for a second time. Obviously, he did leave free the first time round, stitched us up. The Francis national, he can sign a pre-contract agreement with a foreign club in January, should he choose to not extend his stay at Old Trafford. This is what's been reported by Sky Sports. And just to quote Paul Pogba, just to give you a little bit of some info of what he said over the last couple of days. When asked about his future after France's 2-2 draw with Portugal on Wednesday, Pogba said, "I'm not thinking about my future. I'm only focused on the Euros." But also, this is quite interesting, guys. So he also said when Paul Pogba was asked by Sky Sports about his hair, obviously yesterday or was it the night before yesterday when they played, he commented and said, "My hair was black and white as Juventus shirt tonight, ? I was expecting this question," and then he laughs and he says, "I'm not thinking about my future. I'm only focused on the Euros, and my hair always changes, you know?" What the fuck are you doing, Paul Pogba, mate? He's always doing this, mate. Always flirting with other clubs, mate. Always flirting with other clubs, mate. Dyed his hair black and white and asked about it. He says, "My hair was black and white as Juventus shirt tonight." That's from Paul Pogba, by the way. That's not the journalist asking the question. That's Paul Pogba setting up his own question. Quotes, "My hair was black and white tonight as Juventus shirt, right?" That's what he says. He says, I was expecting this question. You know you were expecting this question, mate, because it's bloody blatant. You know what you're going to do and what effect that's going to have on people watching, because it's so cryptic. It's a cryptic clue, my friend. Your future's in doubt. You know, I mean, I'm getting sick and tired of this guy, mate. I mean, maybe he has just harmlessly dyed his hair, but at the end of the day, like, is that really... Why not red and red? Why not red? It's all red, white, and blue for fucking France, mate. Red, white, and blue for France, mate. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? Do you know what I'm saying? Red, white, and blue for France. He's had that before. He's had the red. He's had the white. He's had the blue. So why not red, white, and blue for France? Why black and white for Juventus? That doesn't make... that makes you a prick, Paul Pogba. You know what I mean, guys, in my opinion? That kind of makes you a prick, if you ask me. I'm kind of sick of all that flirting with teams. He's doing that shit on purpose, guys. He's doing that shit on purpose. We know what he's doing. I know what you're doing there, Paul Pogba. I see what you're doing there. Fuck him off, says Travis. Let's get rid of the Melt Van der Beek. Time to shine, says Zed exclaims. Pogba club slag, says Bob. I'm done with him, says G-Wolf. What a tit, says Berber. And, yes, exactly. Who cares what he does with his hair? Ian Dawn, it's a blatant disrespect for Manchester United, though, dude. No, there's no good reason. Fair enough, if France's national colours were black and white, I could totally understand it. But it's not. And he dicks around with his hair all the time, but he never has in black and white before, apart from when he's now in the World Cup in the summer where he's negotiated with Manchester United, and he is potentially moving away this summer. You know, there are negotiations and talks about this. So it's just shithousery at its finest, if you ask me. It's not that much of a big deal, don't get me wrong, but it is shithousery at its finest. We've seen these things from Paul Pogba before, mentioning to journalists in the past, or his agent coming out in December and saying that he wants a new challenge or this stuff. You know, we have seen glimpses and hints of this before. And what we do not want with Paul Pogba is another scenario like last time where we lost him on a free transfer. If we lost Paul Pogba next summer for nothing, it would be a calamity, guys. He's a great player who is valued at quite a high amount. So we have to make sure we get rid of him this summer, guys. Sell or keep Paul Pogba, guys. Have a vote in the live chat. Keep him on, say, 400k a week, or sell him, generate, say, £60 million to buy somebody else with. Sell or keep. Have your vote in the live chat. View from Lookout. How you doing there, View from Lookout? Thank you very, very much for the £1 super chat, you bloody legend. Get in there, View from Lookout. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Hope you're having a good one. Oh no, dropped my phone. Oh no, called it. Phil Jones with his pink boots is teasing a move to the Bacon Brigade. Sell, says Ed exclaims. Choff says sell. Sell him, says Jonathan Gallagher. The Vutilator says sell. Sell, says Fox and Ram. Kevin Brady says we should have kept Fellaini. we could have done a lot worse than Fellaini. I'm not even joking. I mean, I don't think he was United standard, but we could have definitely done a lot worse than Marouane. I Love Lex says keep. Social 99 says keep. Scooter wants to sell him. Okay, so it's a little bit mixed in the live chat. I can understand it why. Paul Pogba is a top draw player, my friends, on his day. His day doesn't come often enough. You can see it for France in this European Championships alone, though. He is bossing it. He is bossing it, but maybe he does need to have the home, like the strong team advantage, or be surrounded with players who are absolutely bloody top draw in order to do the business. Whereas United, you know, maybe we are lacking in a couple of areas. We don't have that N'Golo Kante just to sit behind him, allowing that little bit more freedom to do his creative work. Because we have Fred and we have also McTominay, and those players are just not quite defensively sound enough or anywhere near the level of N'Golo Kante when it comes to being that sort of destructive CDM. So, yeah, it's a bit of a problem. But I just think Paul Pogba, look, guys, he's had his time at United. It's never really been that great. I will always think of him as a Ferrari that has the performance of a Ford Mondeo. That is what I will always think of him as, guys. He's just been bang bloody average over the years. Okay, at times maybe the turbo's kicked in and he's got up to, 170 miles an hour and he's pinging it down the highway. But most of the time, he's just in family Ford Mondeo mode, mate, just pooping along in cruise control. And it's not cool, mate. I want my Ferrari to be out there setting the world alight, man. Setting the world alight. But unfortunately, our Ferrari's broken, guys. But anyway, he's not really lived up to it, guys. It is disappointing, his career at United overall. The first time around and the second time around, it is disappointing. And if he stays, and even if he wins a couple of things, he's not going to go down as one of those consistent club legends like a Scholesy or a Keno or anything like that. For himself, personally, he could probably get a better deal elsewhere. He could probably get just the amount of money and just the same amount of money, if not more, at PSG or Juventus, or certainly at PSG, and also the opportunity to win things at PSG and Juventus, which, I think is harder to do for him in the Premier League for Manchester United at this moment in time with the competition of Chelsea and City and all these guys. So yeah, to me, Paul Pogba, let's just sell that Mondeo, mate. Let's get him on Auto Trader. It is the ST version or whatever. It is the sporty version, my friends, with all the trim and all the full bells and whistles and everything. Let's get him on there, my friend, for a cheeky little 60 million quid. So Paul Pogba, my friends, I wanted to read this out as well. This is a quote from Mikel Silvestre, of course, ex-United player. And but very, very good player as well, Mikel Silvestre, and France player. And here's just a quote from Mikel Silvestre. Of course, he won 4 Premier League titles at Manchester United and a Champions League with us as well, Mikel Silvestre. So when Mikel Silvestre speaks, we should take note, my friend, I think, because, you know, as far as Manchester United goes, it's one thing doing it for France. Pogba's a World Cup winner for France. For France, you can't tell him what to do, right? But say Cantona is a boss for Man United. Didn't really live up to his quality, or awesomeness at United in any other club, really, that he played for. And for France, didn't get that much of a look in. So for me, it's like Cantona, but Cantona's a Man United legend. That's the difference, my friend. Paul Pogba may be a France legend. Hell, he may even be a football legend or a Juventus legend. But he ain't really a Man United legend, guys. He's been too damn inconsistent to be a United legend. Anyway, this is what Mikel Silvestre said. So obviously, Pogba has done very, very well in the Euros so far. And Mikel Silvestre said this. He simply said, the problem with Paul Pogba is the consistency. He said, or lack of. Speaking exclusively to Ladbrokes at the launch of their European Championships 5-a-side bet, he said, when he's at the top of his game, his level is something else, but he finds it difficult to repeat that game after game. I look at it this way. He's a world-class player. He's got world-class attributes for sure. The question is, can he repeat it every 3 days? I'm not sure he can. He hasn't done it for Man United. I'm not sure he can do it for France either. These are some pretty strong words from Mikel Silvestre. But you know what? He's absolutely bloody right, guys. And I've been saying this for years, man. Like, he is just the most inconsistent player we got. He might be an absolute Rolls Royce of a player sometimes. But most of the time, you don't get Rolls Royce performance out of him. It's a big, big shame. He says, I'm always happy to see him on the pitch for club or country because he's been unlucky with injuries. He says the frustrating part is that we haven't seen him reach his levels week in, week out. That is the most frustrating thing. He's been here for 5 years again now, and he's never really had a good, proper, consistent, banging run of form. You know, like how Jesse Lingard did in this season for West Ham, or how Jesse Lingard did for Jose in 2017, or how Cavani had a great run, or Bruno had an incredible run this season, or towards the end of last season as well. You know, that sort of longevity run, that sort of, wow, he is a candidate for player of the season in that position type vibe. We've never seen that from Paul Pogba, so he's never really quite lived up to the hype. He says, I don't know whether it's a psychological thing or a physical thing. I'm a Man United supporter and a France supporter, so I'm always hoping that whoever he represents, we see the best of him, which is all of us want. But it very rarely happens because we saw against Germany just how much he can give to the team. So, you know, I just saw that and I just thought, yeah, you hit the nail on the head, really, Mikel Silvestre. He's a world-class player. He's always got that in his locker. You could get the best player on the pitch turn up, or you're just going to get somebody who just meanders through the game. It's never a consistent thing. I've never seen Paul Pogba have more than a run of, say, I don't know, 6 or 7 games. No, in fact, much less than that, actually. What am I on about? More than 2 games, maybe. 2 or 3 games, maybe, where he's been absolutely mint in a row. Maybe just after Solskjaer came in, actually, when Jose was sacked. Maybe just then there was about 10 games where he bossed it for 10 games to say F you, Jose. Other than that, I really cannot remember a time when Pogba's been consistent enough to even be in the same breadth as a Bruno Fernandes for United this season or last, or, you know, a Luke Shaw in terms of his form and consistency. No way has it ever happened. G-Wolf says, it's time to go. He was decent this season, to be fair. He absolutely was, that exclaims. One of the best seasons, probably, if not the best season that he's had for United, in my opinion. Now, statistically, he may have had better seasons elsewhere. In other seasons, I mean, for United. But this season, to me, he was more consistent. He did play a lot more committed for a lot more of the time. And he did look better, and he was utilised in different positions. So it's not like he had it easy for him. He was asked to do a few different roles, and he did all of them to a reasonable standard. So, in my opinion, he did have a good season, but it is time to go, like Juve United says. Na 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 na. Na 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 na, wave goodbye. And it seems a bit insulting and disrespectful to say that about a player we've had for 5 years. But I will tell you this, guys, when Paul Pogba does leave Manchester United, it won't bother me that much, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be like, yeah, okay, he was a bit of a drain on our club. in terms of resources. He has a scumbag agent always coming out, mixing it up with his bloody ore, putting his ore in all the time, and causing controversy for the guy. You know, it'd be kind of nice just to get him out of here. It would be kind of nice just to get him out. Anyway, Red Times, how you doing? He says, Sancho, Varane and CDM. What are your choice for CDM? Mine is Paulinho. Hey, fair play, Red Times. There's a few. I like Sal from Atletico. I think he is a great player. He's 26, coming into his prime, just on the back of a La Liga win. Good passer of the ball, good defensively sound as well. If not him, then I really do like Dennis Zakaria, Wilfred Ndidi, Ruben Neves at Wolves could be a cheaper option as well, with those Bruno Fernandes connection vibes for Portugal. I think any of those would be who would be on my short list. Yeah. Pogba's decision-making takes too long. The English league is too fast for him. He will never, ever win us the league. Not good enough despite his talent. That's a fair observation, Jarvis Cocker. In obviously the Serie A league, he does get a bit more time and it was bossing up. Internationally, maybe does too. So that's a fair comment, mate. That's a very, very fair comment. Trippy DJ, we literally need a CDM after Sancho. We only have one. 100%, mate. We've got McFred in the centre park. It's Gash. Paul Pogba, even if he stays, isn't a central defensive midfielder. He's not going to offer you that much defensively. He's not a Kante. It's not what he's about. He is a box-to-box midfielder. If anything, he's more of a creative attacking player than anything else. So, to me, that's not the answer, even if he does stay. Absolutely, we need to get a CDM in there. Fully agree with you, my friend. Saul isn't a CDM. He's not, but he's a deep-lying midfielder, effectively. A central midfielder that can spray the ball around and sit in front of the back line, and he's quite versatile as well. So he is somebody that I like because he basically provides that Michael Carrick type role. He's not going to provide you that N'Golo Kante type role, but he can provide you that Michael Carrick type role, my son. Anyway, from that sort of position, if you know what I mean. Griffo Chaz says, I may be just speculating here, but what if the Glazers didn't buy Sancho last summer because they knew they were doing the whole Super League stuff and held Sancho back to win the fans back around? Yeah, I'd say you've been smoking that peyote. Griffo Chaz, that's definitely out there, my friend. That's an out there thing, mate. You think that signing Sancho would paper over the cracks of trying to destroy the history of English football? I don't know about that one, Griffo. I would say you've definitely been on the old shrooms. No, I'm kidding. It's actually a really quite an astute point you made there. Maybe they did. I don't know, actually, because they signed Cavani, who's another big name player. I don't know, actually. I think they were just cheaping out last summer, I do. I think they just cheaped out. They went for the bargain option rather than spending the big money, knowing that they could get him a year later for what, 20 million less, 30 million less, and wait on it. And they don't really have the ambition to win the league, so it's not really it's no skin off their balls if they have to wait another year. You're just about to watch Cavani for Uruguay. Nice, mate, Star-Lord. Go on. Yes, Sash Meat Stretcher. I am tired of the Sancho news, mate. But this is a Manchester United fan channel. We will cover all the latest news and reports that come. We haven't actually done a transfer news update or talked about Sancho for a couple of days. Obviously, all the other channels have been pumping out the multiple videos a day on it still. But we haven't because, like you say, I am kind of bored of talking about Sancho and Varane and all of these guys, my friend. But still, there's more movement. Well, not more movement, but, all the latest reports and sources. We're bringing you the news on the channel anyway, my friends. Thank you very much for subscribing, David Schmick. Appreciate you for subscribing, David Schmick. And also Moby Shop. Thank you, Moby Shop, for subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate you guys. Yes, okay then. Just a couple more things to get into. Then we'll get into the comment section, lads and lasses. Thank you everyone who's joined us for tonight's video. For the transfer news, yeah, do hit that like on the vid. Do hit that subscribe. How many likes are we on, guys? Let's have a look. I don't know. I don't even know. It's not refreshed. But give us a like on the video. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on the transfer news this evening, my friends. Have your say and get in here and smash the thumbs up of support if you haven't done so already. Right then. So, few more little bits to get into, my friends. This is loosely connected to Manchester United, I guess. But Fabrizio Romano today came out 5 p.m. and just simply said... in regards to Ben White, Arsenal are confident to sign Ben White from Brighton in the next few days, as reported by David Ornstein. Work in progress on final fee, personal terms already agreed. #AFC. Anderlecht midfielder Lokonga has been approached by Atalanta. He only wants Arsenal as priority. So Arsenal moving on a few players here, guys. It's understood that Ben White of Brighton maybe an Arsenal player in the next few days, guys, which is, in my opinion, a decent signing for Arsenal. Exactly the sort of player that we need. He was linked to Manchester United, of course, but you know what? You know what's crazy? You know what's absolutely crazy? Is the amount of money that is being discussed about is around about £50 million, guys. £50 million. You know, like we were talking about this a little while ago. There was a link to United, and we said he's nowhere near worth £50 million. 30 at most. I mean, we don't actually know yet. There's no official reports of an agreement reached and how much this fee is. But it's reported somewhere in the region of £50 million because he is young, 23, good top flight season. Good. He's at 109 minutes for England. There's not really too much to note, but it's based on potential, really. 23, and the fact he's homegrown. You've got to pay that English player premium all the time, don't you, lads and lasses? So Ben White, if they sign him, they're a bunch of mugs, mate. If they sign Ben White for 50 million quid, they've had their pants pulled down raw. That'll be their version of Slabbington Maguire. It'll probably turn out to be the next Tony Adams for them, though. You know, but even so, guys, what do you think about that, guys? Ben White. Looks like Arsenal are the ones chasing Ben White the most. Hey there, Ellie. How's it going? She says, hi all. Hope everyone's okay. Like the stream and subscribe. Thank you very much, Ellie. Appreciate that one. Fergie's son says, we get doffs, but nothing has really changed. Get the scums out of my club for fuck's sake. Everybody do us a massive favour and hit that LUHD hashtag Glazers out in the live chat as well. Thank you, Alex. He says, hello. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Alex. Shashmeet Shreshvar, Sancho or Rice? You taking the piss there, Shashmeet? Sancho or Rice? Dude, Declan Rice can do one, mate. I'm all about that Sancho action. You know I'm all about that Sancho, No Rice. Anyway, yeah, okay, Shazad. He says, I disagree. Rice is a good CDM. You know what? He is a good CDM. He is a good CDM. I like him, and he is homegrown, and he is quite young still. But he's not that young, and I personally just don't think he's even that good, really. I think he is good, but I don't think he's great. I don't think he's as good as Wilfred Ndidi. I don't think he's as good as N'Golo Kante. You know, these are the sorts of players we should be looking out for, my friend, but there you go. Mid-table team with mid-table signing, Ben White. Nice, I see what you did there. Ben White taking a step down, says Louis Bud Batten. Oh, you've done him there, mate. You've gone in raw. Red Time says, Rice is overrated. He's just doing good at West Ham because they sit back. He will be exposed at United. Respect, man. Yeah, I just don't like his quality on the ball, mate, personally. Or like his mobility. You know, people go and bang on about him, but he's fucking shite, mate. He's like an English. He's got the potential to be like an English Nemanja, I suppose. Nemanja Matic. Which is pretty good. Right, okay, a little bit more to get into then, my friends, and then we will see what you guys think in the comment section about anything that's going on here. So just a couple more things to get into, guys. So Ben White, Arsenal link. Reports today coming out to say that the director of Lazio is in constant contact with Manchester United, trying to convince Manchester United to loan them Andreas Pereira at a reasonable price. So we're not going to talk any more about that. We spoke about it the other day, but that's just a little quote there. That's the chairman. What's his name here? Pereira. No, sorry. Iglitare. What a name. He says club director Iglitare is in constant contact with Manchester United as they try to get the deal for the new loan signing again this summer. And also just one player linked with us. Manchester United have been linked with Sulemana again. Ajax in pole position to be signing him at the moment. So the Telegraph reporting that Sulemana is currently in the Netherlands and the Dutch champions are prepared to conduct a medical as soon as possible to get him in. But this is a player that was linked to Manchester United a little while ago and is being linked to Manchester United again. Was said to be in the running for signing him, but we haven't really seen too much about him. Kumadin Sulemana is his name, my friends. But yeah, look, I personally don't think that link is legit. I just saw a story about it tonight and thought I'd mention it. But yeah, it's just a random link there, guys. Just a random link. All right then, lads and lasses. So that's the latest. Just if you're getting in here to give you the rundown before we get in the comments. Romano and everywhere reported that Manchester United have officially bid 85 million euros, which is much closer to €95 million for Jadon Sancho, and the clubs are just negotiating, and the deal is very, very close. Reports far and wide are saying that this deal is very, very close. Chances are it will probably be all done and dusted and concluded after the Euros. It may well be announced sometime during the Euros, but obviously nothing's going to be fully finished and complete until post-Euros, or certainly until after Jadon Sancho is home or England are knocked out of the Euros, which might not be that very far away because we've got Germany coming up, don't we? So, yeah. All right then, lads and lassies. So, what was I going to say? That's basically it, guys. Let's get into the comments section then. Thanks everyone who's joined us tonight. Have your say in here. Let me know what you think about this news and what you'd like to see Manchester United do in the transfer window. Alexander Skinner says, Flying Pig Lad, long time. Hope you're well, bro. Dude, thank you for getting in. I hope you're well too, mate. How's it going, Alexander? Put McFred in West Ham, they will perform better. Hell, even Lingard looks like prime Messi at West Ham. It's really weird, isn't it? We get players in, good players, and then they go elsewhere after a very disappointing or just bang average career at United, and they go on and just do better things, man. The list is actually almost endless of players that seem to do better post United. Players like Romelu Lukaku, for instance, absolutely smashing it up for Inter, but we couldn't get the best out of him. But then again, I just don't think he was the right type of signing. Type of player for us. He's a Jose player. He's not really a Man United player. LA Brit. Hello there, LA Brit. Great to see you. Says, hi, Biggie. Hope you're well. Let's believe that the Glazers will sign somebody when it actually happens. Very good point. Yeah. There's no guarantees here. We all thought, well, actually, I didn't, but a lot of people thought that Sancho would be signing last summer and it didn't materialise. There's still plenty of time for United to gash this one up, or for Solskjaer or the board or whoever to decide that, you know what, this money, this big money that we going to spend on Sancho could actually be better spent elsewhere in the squad. Like, that still might happen. We do need a centre-back CDM more importantly than we do a right winger. That's true. We do need a right winger, but I think it's very, very true that we need a centre-back and a CDM even more than we need a right winger. Ice Queen Gaming. Oh, sorry to hear that, but sorry to hear that, Ice Queen Gaming. Oh no, that's completely understandable. No worries, you take all the time you need. But thank you very much for getting in here. I hope everything's okay with you. Other than that, let's get some love hearts in there for Ice Queen. Good to see you back in here, though. Is there any streams tonight? Yes, there is, Charlie Kemp. I'll be doing a FIFA stream in a little over an hour, my friend. So make sure you tune in and check that one out. Chances for Varane, says Sashmi Shrestful. Okay, so Varane, the situation is with Raphael Varane, my friend, not much movement from since the last time we discussed it, but United had an effective verbal offer sort of knocked back previously for a lower amount. Real, I think it was €50 million. Real understood to want €80 million for the guy. And also he's been offered 2 contracts by Real Madrid at this point. They're waiting on his response essentially for the last. And it's very possible that he could sign a new contract at Real Madrid with a new manager coming in Carlo Ancelotti. So we'll see what happens there. But they do obviously have had David Alaba just sign. But then Sergio Ramos is on his way out the door. So that's big money player that's going out, and they can save a bit of money in terms of transfer or wages, I should say, every single week. So there could be still a deal done for Raphael Varane at Real Madrid. If not, the 2 favoured destinations, or the most likely destinations, are Manchester United and PSG. These are the 2 clubs that are being reported as interested in him. PSG are also understood to be very interested in Sergio Ramos. United are also understood to be interested in Sergio Ramos and Pau Torres. The centre-back position is obviously a massive problem area for United, which we have to address. So any one of those 3 players coming in the window for United would be a big plus, whether it's Varane, which is obviously everybody's first choice. I mean, who's your first choice? Let me know. Mine is Varane, because he's in his prime 28, just can give you quite a lot of service, and he's just coming to his peak years as a centre-back, really. So that would make a lot of sense, and he's been there, done it, won everything, got the spaghetti stain down the T-shirt to prove it. You know what I'm saying? He's done everything, my friend, this guy. He's won everything. So I do think it would make a lot of sense for United to get a leader in there, or some, not necessarily a leader, but a winner, just somebody who's got a winner, like a winning mentality there. So somebody like Ramos, somebody like Varane coming in would be absolutely ideal. Pau Torres, for me, is probably my 3rd favourite option, because I think he is younger. He's got the potential to be the next PK or the next Ramos or something for the future for Spain and whichever club he's playing for. But he's not there yet. He's not quite there yet. He does look very, very good. But given the choice, I'd still rather go for one of these tried and tested, more proven, more experienced players. Fergie's son says Ramos wants 550k a week. PSG might take him. Absolutely unbelievable. If that's the sort of money he wants, yeah, he can swivel on it at United, really. I mean, look, if it's only for a season and you're not paying a big transfer fee up front, which you're not, because he is available on free, you have to pay a signing on fee, agent fee, all this kind of stuff. But you know what? It might not. Even that sort of money might not work out that ridiculous just for a season for a club to take him as extra reinforcements, you know. It's a crazy amount, though, if that actually is the amount of money that he's asking for at 35 years of age. That's preposterous. The only place I could see him getting that is China. And even then, they don't really pay that for defensive players. So, Koundé or Ramos, says Finney Halpin. Koundé got turned inside out last night, says friends Griffo Chaz. Koundé or Ramos. Yeah, me personally, look, Koundé's obviously way younger. I think he's great talent. He looks very good on the ball and stuff. Griffo says he got turned inside out. I mean, look, every defender's going to have a bad game here or there. It doesn't mean that they're not a good player. In fact, you know, one of the most recent performances from Raphael Varane that I saw, God, I always forget what bloody game was it, guys. I said this the other day and I forgot what it was. But anyway, he made 2 blunders, didn't he? He made 2 absolute blunders in a game in the Champions League. Who was it against, guys? Anyway, it was a shit show. And if you're basing it on that game, you'd have said, leave him the hell well alone, my friend. But you can't really base how good a defender is on one game. You've got to look over the course of a season or a year or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Ronaldo, Pogba swap thoughts, says Sashmi Shrestha. Yeah, I'd be up for that, to be fair. It's not going to happen, though, but I'd be bang up for it. You get your second COVID shot in July. Nice, me too, actually, Ice Cream Gamer. That's awesome. Mr. Porkchop, good evening there. Good evening to you. Alex, hello there, Alex says, hey, Piggy, how's it going, Alex? Good to see you in there, mate. Get your thoughts in. Get your opinions in. Eddie O2 says, Koundé okay, but doesn't look big enough as a centre-back. Yeah, he's a short ass, isn't he, Eddie, mate? We don't need no little short ass in there, a little road runner, mate. No. No, I agree, though. He's actually really good on the ball and has some skill for a centre-back, but it's not necessarily what we need. We do need a little bit more girth back there, you know what I'm saying? Somebody with a bit more girth and pace and height about them. You know, pace, obviously, he's got the pace, but I just mean, you know, we don't want another slabby by any means. I'm not saying that. But I think I'm just saying somebody's got a bit more height about them, but is also quick, like a Raphael Varane. SB Stunner, hello, how are you doing tonight? Welcome in the stream, guys. Alex says, I'd like Sancho, Varane, and either Trippier or another DM. Yes, my friend, that would be beautiful, wouldn't it? I think we'd all be pretty happy with a window which consisted of 3 players, of which 2 of them were Sancho and Varane. And I think if we had a third player who was a CDM, doesn't really matter who it is, I think we'd all consider it a pretty decent window, whether it was Basuma or, or whoever, Saul or Rice or whoever it may be at CDM. I think we'd all agree that would actually be a really good window. Trippier would be cool. Yeah, Trippier would be cool. But we have got some cover in that area. They're not great. We haven't got world-class cover, but Wan-Bissaka is a boss. And then we've got players like Dallo. Don't know what's going on with his future. Might be going back to Milan. But Dallo, Brandon Williams may be going out on loan as well, especially if we sign a player like Trippier. But yes, like that's not the massive problem area for me. You feel bad for Twanzebe? I feel bad for Twanzebe, mate. Where's his opportunities, man? He's been a quality player at times when given a few opportunities. But, he's barely had any. Sometimes he looked a little bit dodgy, but it's hard to cement yourself in the team when you're not getting the regular run in the side, isn't it? Mr. Pork says, is Ben White worth 50 million? Don't get political in the live chat, Mr. Miyagi. I'm a man of science, my friend. I mean, if that's truly what you've believed, then, go and put your tinfoil hat on, Mr. Miyagi, sir. I take Suchek, says Alex. I guess you think that people shouldn't have tuberculosis shots anymore either. Tell you what, if people do that, then there's going to be much more people dying of tuberculosis, just so you know. Anyway, let's do this. Piggy, hey, I'm back. Sorry, just college. Le Monge, no problem at all. Great to have you in. I hope college is going well. Everybody who's just joining us, smash the like button. We're 19 away from 100 likes. I'm just going to stick on here for a couple more minutes. So get your thoughts and opinions in about anything we've discussed. Sancho, Varane, Pogba, obviously the Pogba contract stuff. Anything, I'll stick here for a few minutes. We're also going to be back a bit later doing the FIFA on the channel tonight. Mouse Ellis is well worth the cash if we win the league next year. Yes, exactly. That's it. Exactly. Invest. We need the owners and the Glazers, these guys, to actually spend the money this summer. If that the best way that they can build this relationship back up with the fans is by showing ambition as a football club in all areas, not just on the pitch, but that is obviously massively important, but in other areas, recruitment, scouting, youth setup, stadium. The stadium needs some work. All these different things that they've neglected since they've been owners, they have to start putting these things right. And then maybe, as fans, we could maybe learn to live with them a little bit more. If they really want to stay here, which none of us want them to, but they do legally own the club, so it's hard to do anything about it right now unless the government makes a ruling of that 50+1 thing or something like that. Unless that happens, then you can't do anything about it. They legally own the club. But if they really want to make the fans change their opinion or get them on board, then yes, show ambition. Show ambition in the transfer window, back the manager, get the job done early in the window, get the players in sooner rather than later so we got a pre-season, and stop being a bunch of bloody dilly-dally and melters. Griffo says, let's hope the Sancho transfer doesn't paint over the Glazers' out movement like they want it to. Let's hope that again, Griffo, yeah. Like I was just saying, that's exactly what they will want to do. Like, if I was them, that's exactly what I would do, is try and get the fan base back on board by having a really crazy window this window. Like Chelsea did last window. Not that they needed to do that, but they just do that every window. But just like a couple of 100 million, bang. There you go, guys. What you saying now? You needed that world-class centre-back? We got him. We wanted Jadon Sancho? We got him. You wanted a top-quality boss CDM? We got him. We got Trippier too, just for a little cheeky little bonus, lads. How does that sound? I think we'd all be like, yeah, fair enough. At least they are giving us what we want in the short term here. They're still owners who are trying to look at the future benefit of themselves more so than the football club, which is a big problem. But at least if they play ball with us, then it's better, isn't it? Well, yeah, but the funny thing is, Mr. Miyagi, you just said it's got 99.4 survival rate. What about the 0.6% of elderly relatives that we all know, my friend? It's not about protecting ourselves. It's about protecting the elderly and vulnerable. Mr. Miyagi, mate, take the old closed glasses off, my friend, and look at the bigger picture, lad. Maybe you aren't going to die of it, but somebody who you cough on in the shop might. Anyway, just look at the numbers worldwide, yet people think it's a myth. I don't want to get onto this, but do you think just like over six figures, over 100,000 people would die in the UK from this virus just for fun? I mean, I don't really understand that. Anyway, Sash Freak says, are you going to buy the new kit? I suggest boycotting it. Dude, I haven't bought a kit for years, man. And I refuse to while the Glazers are still owning this football club, mate. They're an absolute disgrace. I will not buy any of their kits. If you see me wearing a modern United kit from this point on, then it's a fake. I'm just going to tell you that. I haven't got any fakes. I'm just saying if I did like a kit enough to want to buy it, it's not coming from. I'm just saying that. It's not coming from. Tom Brady signed a new deal with Tampa. Glazers aren't investing anytime soon. Yes. By the way, don't time people out for their opinions. It's fine. Jerome Gaming says, when will it be done? Probably in the next 2 weeks, I'd imagine, Jerome Gaming. Maybe quicker if England get knocked out of the Euros.
Get in there, my son.
Yeah, no worries. Eddie O2 says, thanks for the update, Pigo. Bang the like up for the update. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. Message retracted, Ice Queen Gaming. Enough of this political shit, says Jonathan Gallagher. That's right. You stay on here too long. It all boils down to politics, doesn't it, my friend? Screw politics. When will he sign? It will be in the next couple of weeks, I'd imagine. Hopefully. You just never know. We should sell Pogba for a new MC, says Rossard Nicholas. Get in there, my son. Somebody's just subscribed to the channel. It is Alex. And it is Aldi Safa. Thank you very much, guys, for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you. If you're new, do as what they've done and hit that subscribe button. I'm sat here about to explode for not saying what I want. Recognize the level of restraint I'm having, please. Yes, Eddie, that's fantastic. Also, change your account if you want to say what you want. You know what I mean? I keep telling you guys, you have alts for a reason. Anyway, Griffo says, I saw Pig playing football in his full Man United kick from last season the other day. I walked past and I heard a shout of Dan James as he banged it into the top corner. World-class talent. Thank you, Griffo Chaz. You definitely got a vivid imagination there, my friend. Oh, man. Yes, Eddie O2, I agree. I think Mr. Miyagi was wrongfully timed out, but he maybe shouldn't have used the term sheep, which is offensive. Yeah, absolutely. Called you a she. I don't think it was you. I think it was saying everybody in general, Ice Queen Gaming, but that's just his opinion. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I think that's the cue to leave this stream right there, my friends. It's been an absolute pleasure. We didn't get to 100 likes. If you want to see more of these, keep hitting that thumbs up, supporting the show, coming back and watching them, and I'll keep doing them. Thank you very much for everyone who's watched it and got involved. Do smash the thumbs up if you haven't, and subscribe if it's your first time here. You can also click the bell icon to be notified when we post and we go live, which will be, you know, as and when there's latest updates and stuff, guys. We'll give you all the latest news as and when it happens. But thanks for tuning in. You can check out the new website as well. It's pinned to the top of the live chat there. New Man United news site, unitedflyinghigh.com, my friends. Check it out. Check it out. That's the new website, dudes. The new website, new Manchester United news website, unitedflyinghigh.com. Check it out. It's pinned to the top of the live chat. Go and give it a click and let me know your feedback. If you want to come back after this video and give us a cheeky little comment afterwards and let us know, or come back and comment with your thoughts on anything we've discussed in this video, that would be awesome. Nice one, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you, Travis. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, Shazad. Thank you very much, dude. Nice one. Shout out to the main man, Sin Games, for helping me out with that website as well. Absolute Don. Craig Dennis, take it easy, Craig. Thanks for commenting at the end. Jarvis Cocker as well. Yeah, no, that's it. Nobody needs to be offended by anything. Everybody's got their own opinions. Literally doesn't, you know, yeah, that's it. To be fair, guys, just going to say there's no way that he should have got timed out for that. Mr. Miyagi just gave his opinion. He shouldn't have been timed out for that. I'm just going to say that's not what I want people timed out for. Anyway, it's just, you know, maybe if it's repeated and we said don't talk about politics, but at the end of the day, there was nothing wrong with what he said there. It's just his opinion, even though it's wrong. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Do us a big favor and smash the like, subscribe, all that stuff. You can follow us on social media at Flying Pig United. Oh, thank you very much. Ice Queen Gaming says, Pig, I like the new website. Thank you very much. Eddie says I didn't time him out. No, I don't think it was you, was it? It was one of the other ones. I'm just kidding. Kayak, take it easy, bro. Eddie O2, thank you very much. Johnny Gallagher, Bell, Primot, you're all legends, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is the Pig. I'm going to roll the member credits now. You stay classy. Come back in a few moments, so now about an hour's time or so, we'll be on with the FIFA smashing up some falls. See you for then, guys. Click that bell icon so you get a notification when we go live in about an hour. If not, come back around about 11:30. We should be on. See you then, guys. Take it easy. Stay classy. Fergie, Sun, Mr. Miyagi, Night Whisper, FC United Forever, Kayam, LA Brit, and all the rest of you. Stay classy. This is the Big. Come on, United.